7. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head.
Recompense upon your own head. The white people sold us, so the Most High is going to sell you back to us.
Verse 8. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah. And they shall sell them to the Sabaeans.
Sabaeans is another nation that we're going to sell you just to the fuck what we want to do with you.
To a people far off, for the Lord hath spoken it.
The Lord hath spoken it. That's this last question. Yeah, what we're going to do here. This is what we do. Give me Jeremiah 16 and 16. Only if you're one of the nation of Israel, right? Because the Syrians are actually so-called Negroes. I don't know, but some of us were scattered everywhere. So some of us look like Asians, some of us look like Pakistanis, some of us look like Arabs. Some of us look like Arabs. Some of us look like every other nation. Some of us look like so-called white people. For example, John Travolta. That's right, he's not white. John Travolta. This is so-called people. His ancestors. White people can't dance like that. How do you say? Robert De Niro, also a so-called Negro. And Al Pacino, also a so-called Negro. You can even see it in the movie True Romance. Do you know the movie True Romance? In that movie you can see they explain to you that the Sicilians are a spawn of Yeah, but I'm giving you an example because
1,000 kilometers.
Yeah, but we don't know.
Is an example.
Look, we don't know. Look,
but they don't understand.
What we doing here?
Yeah.
Luke chapter 14, verse 23. And the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges.
This is the highways and the hedges.
And compel them to come in, that my house may be filled.
Compel them to come in, that the Most High's house shall be filled.
Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishes.
I will send for many fishes, said the Lord. What we're doing right now here is fishing for the elect of our nation. Only 1/3, because the 2/3 is going to die along with the rest. When the nuclear war starts. In the day of the Lord.
Ezekiel.
Go on.
Said the Lord, and they shall fish them.
And they shall fish them. I have sent for many fishes, said the Lord, and they shall fish them.
And after when I send for many hunters.
And after will I send for many hunters. What does the hunter do? He kills people.
And they shall hunt them from every mountain.
And they shall hunt them from every mountain.
And from every hill.
And from every hill.
And out of the hole of the rock.
And out of the holes of the rocks. It doesn't matter where you hide. When the Most High endows his elect with spiritual powers, everybody's going to run. And try and hide, but we're going to find you.
Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4.
This is what we do.
And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city.
Go to the midst of the city.
Through the midst of Jerusalem.
Jerusalem is a people before it's a place, because we're not in Jerusalem right now. This is Jerusalem. Okay? Physical Jerusalem.
This is Jerusalem.
Everywhere where you see so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Mexicanos. Yeah, our ancestors. But this is the physical Jerusalem.
Okay. Yeah. They are born from Jerusalem.
Yes.
They are all from Suriname. I have a lot of friends in Suriname. I have a lot of friends here. Milano, I work like it.
You might be one of
not Sicily.
But listen, not only in Sicily where we, okay? There's a lot of places where our ancestors used to each other.
And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sight en dat cry.
We are here to put a mark on the forehead of the men that Zion cried.
It means exemption of judgment. Exemption of judgment.
So these men are not going to get judged.
Of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Matthew chapter 10 verse 5. These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not.
So the one you call Jesus, he told his disciples not to go to the Gentiles. That means not everybody could be saved. Only the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel.
Verse 6. But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, which are the so-called Negroes, down to the just Negroes and Indianos, okay, Puerto Ricos, and the so-called Black Irish. Those are not white people.
These are saved.
You can get that out of your head. And Sicilians, those also are Israelites. As long as you're a descendant from the Moors, you know what Moor is? Moor.
But why you have this?
This is what we're supposed to dress. This is what we wear before we
The
went to the
origin
street.
of it.
Look what the scripture say when we read here. Isaiah chapter 58 verse 1. Cry out. No, sorry. Isaiah chapter 58 verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet,
Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
and show my people
Show my people
their transgression,
their transgressions,
and the house of Jacob their sin.
and the house of Jacob their sins.
That's what we do. We cry out, hey, bro. See?
You are saying to people that transgression.
Yeah, they make it transgression. So we're trying to teach our people that who they are and what they're not supposed to do.
Okay.
This is from Babylon to Timbuktu. This is gathered by scholars. 84 page. In the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey, captured Jerusalem.
They captured Jerusalem, right?
In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state
The Jewish state.
with great slaughter. During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews
1 million Jews,
fled into Africa.
they fled into Africa. That's why they captured us in the south, in the west coast of Africa, because we ran out of Jerusalem.
It has been estimated that over 1 million Jews
1 million Jews
fled into Africa,
fled into Africa.
fleeing from Roman persecution
That's why we were there.
and slavery. The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves.
The slave markets was full of black Jewish slaves. Give me
Joel chapter 3, verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people
my people,
and have given a boy for a harlot.
because they're a faggot nation, they fuck little boys and little girls and babies and men and women. They fuck everything. Dogs.
And sold a girl for wine,
And they sold our women for wine
that they might drink.
that they might drink.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies, for bondmen, and bondwomen.
Hey, don't make photo of this.
I'll photo that.
What?
I want a photo of him. Not you.
Okay, then don't aim that shit at me.
Alright, alright.
Don't be acting like a gay person, man. Fucking gay monkey.
Job 30, verse 1. But now, they that are younger than I,
inferior,
Esau and Jacob, have me in derision.
They mock us. These so-called white people. They're not white. They're transparent. I can see your blood through your skin. You're actually red.
Whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock.
Whose fathers I would have said not to read again.
Whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock.
What are so-called white people known to do? Fuck dogs. It says it in the Bible.
Verse 2. Yea, whereto by the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. For want and famine they were solitary, flying into the wilderness, in former time desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes, and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth from among men.
Escape people.
They cried after them as after a thief.
As after a thief.
To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys. In caves of the earth. And in the rocks.
So now you know who the so-called white people are. According to the Bible, they are Edomites, the children of Esau.
That's what they call themselves.
Jacob and Esau.
Caucasian, right?
Caucasians means cave dwellers. From the Caucasus Mountains. And your biblical name is Esau, Edomite. You're an Edomite. So-called white people are not white, they're red. You can see their blood through their skin. Which is your forefather, Esau, which is our evil friend. So-called Negroes are not close to no Africans, no. They're close. So-called white man. He's our evil brother. When?
That's the evil big brother. Obadiah chapter 1 verse 1. It says Edom's destruction.
Subtitled Edom's destruction. This is so-called Edomites, according to the Bible. The so-called white people are, according to the Bible, Esau and Edom, and the nation of Edomites, they're going to get destroyed according to the Bible.
The vision of Obadiah.
So you got a question? Go stand over there. What?
When we finish.
Yeah, when we finish, when the camera is done, then I don't know. We got another battery set up, so it's like a couple of hours, maybe like 3, 4.
Obadiah chapter 1 verse 1. And it says that the king would be a vagabond in the earth.
Yeah, vagabond.
Vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
You are small amongst the heathen. So-called white people are small amongst the heathen. Every other nation is melanin. They are the only one that don't have it. Lack of pigment. And they think they call us a minority.
Thou art greatly despised.
Thou art greatly despised. Every nation hates the so-called white man. Let's give, for example, the Middle Eastern. If you're a so-called white man and you go over there right now, they'll chop your fucking head off.
The pride of thine heart.
The Asians also hate you. The so-called Africans, the Arabs, the Turks.
Because they know when they come there in the land,
They steal everything.
That's the same thing what they're trying to do in Syria now. They are going to do the same thing as they did to Gaddafi. You know, just killed the president. But they don't have no job in to go there. So yeah, that's hard.
We got our own cameras.
The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock.
The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rocks. Who's known to dwell in the cliffs? So-called white people.
Whose habitation is high.
Whose habitation is high until this day. It's like the caves we made. Anyway, look, high buildings. The Bible says Esau dwells in high places.
That's a kid, well.
Yeah, caves. This is just a reincarnation of the caves that you want to relive. Walk on stone, break your back, your ankles and shit. Your knees, fuck it all up.
Whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
So-called white people think you're never going to be brought to the ground, but the Most High is going to disprove you on that tip. Soon, the so-called nation of the white man is going to get destroyed, going to be destroyed, and they're all going into slavery according to the Bible, which they so humbly, solemnly swear that they have.
Verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle,
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, every white nation has an eagle as their, they exalt themselves with it. The so-called Romans, America, Germany, Nazis, every one of them had an eagle as symbol. So this is talking about the so-called white man.
though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars.
And nest amongst the stars, those space programs, those are the nests amongst the stars that they have, those space stations.
Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
The Most High is going to bring you down. We're just here, we're the prophets of the Most High. We're coming to tell you your future according to the Bible and the scriptures.
Okay. Malachi, chapter 1, verse 1. The burden of the word, the burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi.
The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi, the prophet Malachi.
I have loved you, said the Lord.
I have loved you, said the Lord.
Yet I said, wherein hast thou loved us?
Yet I have said,
Wherein hast
yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
was not Esau Jacob's brother?
Was not Esau Jacob's brother,
Said the Lord.
said the Lord.
Yet I love Jacob,
Yet I love Jacob,
and I hate Esau.
and I hated Esau.
Esau is a so-called white man.
So the Most High tells you here that he hates the so-called white man. That's why white people think that the Most High loves you, and nobody's white because you're actually transparent. I can see your blood through your skin. You have no melanin, and that was the first so-called white man on the earth, described in the Bible as a red man. What? Yeah, but nobody does. That's what people judge. That's why it's in the Bible.
And let his mountain and his heritage waste for the dragons
I have hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons
of the wilderness.
of the wilderness.
Whereas Edom said,
Whereas Edom says,
we are impoverished,
we are impoverished,
but we will return
but we will return. So
and build